It's not been a productive season for Marco Fu, and the same goes for Mark Williams, the out-of-form Welshman desperate for restoration of confidence against Joe Swail. Well, he's finding it difficult to stamp his authority. As we dip into the contest, Williams leads, but only just at 6-5.
So Mark Williams has never been behind in this match. He's been pegged back a couple of times when he has hit the front. Always hit this a bit thick, this safety. Well, the fact that Mark shook his head says perhaps it's not so bad, although there's clearly a red left corner. Don't know how he can get on the colour from it, mind you.
Well, he didn't cue that one very well. Cued across that a little bit. Missed the pot by a mile. This is a bit of a chance for Joe Swail. He's usually so good at that type of shot, but he didn't even get it into the jaws of the pocket. And very little to do with the black here because there's two reds available into the right corner, so this is an excellent chance for Joe Swail.
Yes, I mean, you wouldn't really want to put these balls any better with your hand.
8.
Going for a little practice session, spread the reds around the table. That's what they're like.
9. $16. 17.
Little soft screw up the table for his next intended red. Well, he'd like to stay around the black spot and
24.
see if he can make a big break, put the frame out of Mark Williams' reach. The problem he's got is just the one red that's up and to the left of the black. If you could move that one, the black is available to both pockets. That's the problem here. If that red wasn't there, he would just stun the one in at the base of the pack. So he's got to go down for a lower colour from this.
$25.
Well, awkward queuing if he plays the red into the right corner. He can get to that red that I mentioned that was causing him just a little bit of bother now.
30.
But he'll have to play a cannon and push the black on. Well, he's going for the more difficult queuing red. Should be okay if he rolls it in.
31.
Oh, that was good. Now then, he can play on that red this time, just to the left of the black.
$38. 39.
Well, we saw Joe getting cue power. We saw the unusual grip
46.
once again there, just a flick of the wrist. How he does it. Ooh, just
47.
made it. And he nearly lost the cue ball as a result. He almost overcut the red. And the cue ball nearly went too far. Saw the power he got in that last shot. Just a little flick of the wrist. Don't see too many other players in the game with a cue action like that.
No, I suppose
54.
Jimmy White flicks his wrist a little bit, and he's got tremendous cue power when screwing back, but totally different to Joe's.
55.
I think Joe, the way he holds his back arm is the way you start playing when you're a youngster and you can't reach the table. And he's just carried on playing like that.
62.
Nicely played
63.
cannon there. And I just sense that this match is going to go all the way. Good response from Joe here. He led by 38 points in the
68.
previous frame and didn't escape from a snooker.
69.
Let Mark in and cleared up with an 85 break, but he's bounced right back as Joe. Is the frame safe now?
76. $77.
Funny enough, Joe's only made one century this season. His career centuries are 76. He's made 9 though at the Crucible.
$84.
Well, the highest break in this year's championship is 135 by Ken Darty. In losing to Mark Allen, he can go with 143 if possible. 4 reds and 4 blacks. That'll be, of course. And that would be, well, it would be a candidate for the high break prize. And you get as high as the mid 140s, but it's not going to be 143.
85.
Can only be 141 if he plays the blue. Been a very fine break, this. Well, that's also
90.
a very good shot. That means he can get on the more difficult of the three reds, the left-hand one. Well, maybe the middle one, actually.
91.
It's gone a bit far.
$98. $99.
Once again, a fraction too far on this. Well, if he plays on the pink or black, it'll be 140 or 141. And those kind of breaks have always got a chance of winning a high grade prize. Terrific break so far, this. And if he plays through onto the black, it'll be slightly more difficult to get onto the yellow. Well, he's looking to try and make a 141, and that's good. With Joe's whippy action, he can screw this black off of one cushion, the right-hand cushion perhaps.
Joe's highest tournament break is 142. He made that in the China Open in 2000, but
114.
he's overscrewed that. He needs a fluke now.
Well, the crowd very appreciative of that tremendous break of 114, not the highest break. Joe's disappointed, but more importantly for him, he's pegged Mark Williams back again at 6-all.
Swail then fell 7-6, 8-7 and 9-8 behind, but won frame 18 with a 69 break to take this down to the wire. A deciding frame shootout for a place in the last 16 coming up.
Here we go then for another Crucible thriller. You can't beat a deciding frame. If you're watching, that is. If you're playing, it's nerve-wracking. Now there might just be a little gap through to a possible pot into the middle pocket. It's a very risky one, but that's what Joe's looking at, and he'll just slip up past the blue with the white. Oh, had he have missed the yellow, he would have given himself a great chance. He might still look at cutting the brown, and he can tuck in behind the yellow. Yeah, he looked at the brown, but
Joe Swail, 1.
well, has he got the snooker? Should have been comfortable. He might be able to get past the pink to play a safety shot. That was a bit careless from Joe. Wow. There is a long red on. He's knocked quite a few of these in this evening. It's been a fantastic session of snooker. Wow, a lot of pressure on this one though. He really is a firm favourite with this Crucible audience. Mark Williams very popular as well, but Joe Swail, some of the matches he's produced here at the Crucible, the crowd have taken him to their hearts, especially those two semi-final spots he had back in 2000 and 2001.
6.
What a chance, Neil.
It is, all because of that tremendous long red. He absolutely pinged it in, didn't
7.
he? And as you said at the time, it's not the first long pot that he's knocked in tonight. Far from it. He's always had a higher pot success rate in the match than Mark Williams. And yet, as we said, he's never actually led in this match at any occasion. He's always been behind or level. It'd be a good time to take the lead, wouldn't
14.
it, in the final frame? Now, he looked at the red to the right centre, which I think just pots. Good shot.
15.
Nicely on the blue top side.
Well, Mark Williams led 8 frames to 6, and he was in control. Well, the break of 46, Mr. Black off the spot, looked almost certain to go 9-6 up, and all he can do now is just sit and hope that Joe can make a mistake. Doesn't have to go into them here. It looks as if the red that's near the black is available past the black. If it is, he'll probably play for that one. Well, there's another one available into the left corner also.
26.
Well, he's gone a little bit further than he intended, but he's now going to have to go into the reds, so that red I mentioned doesn't really come into play now because of the angle he has on this black. So a nice delicate little cannon here, and it's all looking very good for Joe Swail. Can he hold himself together
34.
here?
He started to really play in the last few
35.
frames. This is a wonderful chance now. He's developed the balls in a really clever way. It's all in his own hands.
42.
Mark can only look on and hope something goes wrong.
43.
But I wouldn't bank on it the way that Joe's been playing. He handles the pressure so well.
$50. $51.
Well, there's already one player from Northern Ireland through to the last 16. Mark Allen, a terrific win against Ken Doherty. In a few minutes' time, there may be another player from Northern Ireland still
58.
here at the Crucible. What a win this would be for Joe Swail.
Needs a
59.
colour and one more red. Now, he's laughing to himself, typically of Joe, enjoying the pressure. The reason he's doing that is because he wouldn't really want to go into the pack here. It's not something he needs to do. So I don't think he'll play that, even though the shot is on. He'll be looking to get onto that loose red somehow. Yep, anything but going into the pack. Anything.
Has he gone too far? He has, you know. I'm looking, well, you see it.
64.
That tells you. And just have a look at the scenario. Mark Williams 65 behind, a possible 67 on the table. What else is left in this match? We've had everything. I don't think Mark can see how many reds behind the pink there. You get up to look at it, but there's enough on the table for you, Mark. That's unusual to ask someone in the audience, how many reds are there, he was saying.
Yeah, I think he needs to look at Joe's expression. And Joe realises that he's not over the line, so enough reds left, all right. What Joe wants is some balls on cushions now. Colours safe, reds safe, anything, but the table's a bit too
Joe Swail, 64.
open looking for his liking. Tremendous break though.
And you know, Neil, Mark Williams came and tapped the table to acknowledge that break. He really is a terrific sport, Mark Williams. He's one of these players, when a match finishes, you don't know whether he's won or lost, because he doesn't like losing, but he is a very good loser, and he hasn't lost yet.
Now then, Dennis, what would you do here? Would you go into the 4 reds, because that's the natural safety shot, and if you do, you're going to split them open?
Well, yeah, I would play the safety shot, because there's always a chance he could knock one of these reds onto a cushion. As long as he gets a good white, I don't mind him opening them up here. He's got a good white. Now then, the choice that faces Mark Williams. A long red to keep himself in this year's 888 World Championship. This could be Mark Williams' last shot in this year's championship. Hawkeye shows you the shot that faces him. If he takes it on, he's got to go full-blooded for it. What a big shot this is. That is the end of this year's World Championship for Mark Williams. It really is. 65 behind. Joe Swail is definitely going into the next round. What a performance. Never been in the lead all the way through this match.
He's played wonderfully well when it really matters, has Joe. We've seen him do it before. Exactly the same thing under pressure here at the Crucible. He's played ever so well. He was 8-6 down. Since then, he's hardly missed a long pot. He's scored well. Everything.
Look at that smile. You can see that smile on his face. This means so much to this player. The very likeable Joe Swail. Mark Williams is a real gentleman. He'll come forward and congratulate Joe. A player that was in the top 16. In fact, he dropped out of the top 32 and got back into the top 16 again. Only Rex Williams has ever done that. There's no better feeling in the world when you're walking around
21.
And look at that smile on his face.
22. Thank you.
He can't stop smiling. You got to feel a bit sorry for Mark Williams. At 8-6 up, he looks certain to go 9-6 up, but it's all slipped away, and Joe just
28.
can't stop smiling.
29. $36. 38. 41.
Suddenly, the pockets are a lot bigger.
45.
He did have a break of 114 to level at 6-all. It really has been
50.
an entertaining evening snooker. Is he going to go with the black? Might as well clear the lot. Well, a trick shot. He was 4-0 down, Joe Swail. It's quite a remarkable victory in the end for the likeable Irishman. Look what it means to Joe Swail and his supporters. And he goes through to the last 16, winning 10 frames to 9. Well done, Joe Swail. Bad luck, Mark Williams.